Attention, inhabitants of Earth. This is not a formal greeting, nor is it a request for group meditation. This is a high-priority physical and etheric alert, transmitted from the quantum monitoring sanctuaries of the Sirius B Council. While your civilization continues its surface routine, governed by the illusion of linear stability, our long-range resonance sensors, calibrated to detect harmonic distortions in the planetary fabric, have identified a fatal structural shift. Earth's primary magnetosphere has reached its critical structural mass. The protective energetic shroud that defined your 3D physical experience is no longer holding against the cosmic pressure. What many of you feel as a heavy void in the solar plexus, sudden vertigo, or aimless, deep-seated anxiety is not psychological. It is a direct biological reaction to the final frequency of the 3D grid dissolving in real time. Imagine a rigid, geometric membrane that once contained and stabilized matter. It is now becoming porous, leaking higher-dimensional light data into your density. Our orbital stations confirm that your planet's magnetic field is undergoing a full shift in dimensional polarity. This is not a metaphor. The current matrix has lost its energetic foundation. It can no longer support the weight of 3D consciousness. The global crisis unfolding before your eyes is not of environmental or political origin, it is a strictly dimensional event. What you perceive as physical reality is actually a technical restriction, a holographic containment field maintained by magnetic nodes of ancient sacred geometry. These nodes, strategically anchored in Earth's crystalline ley lines, are now failing under the immense pressure of incoming fourth-dimensional plasma waves. The great architect's original blueprint is overriding the artificial overlay. The 3D planetary grid, once a stable matrix for soul evolution through density, has reached its expiration. Its sacred geometry is literally collapsing. This is not a metaphorical shift, it is the disintegration of the very fabric of time-space as you know it. The current matrix can no longer stabilize matter because the atomic spin of the planet is accelerating to match the Sirian template. You are witnessing the great uncoupling, the moment where the lower frequency separates from the higher light path. The veil is not just thinning, it is being surgically removed by cosmic decree from the great central Sunday. Many of you, holding the higher light within, wonder why the Sirius B Council is the one issuing this final dimensional transmission. Our connection to your world, inhabitants of Earth, is not merely spiritual, it is structural and deeply archetypal. Eons ago, we were entrusted with a solemn, physical mandate, to maintain kinetic stabilization anchors within your planet's tectonic and crystalline grids. These anchors, sophisticated geometric interfaces, were designed to stabilize the experiment of 3D density itself, allowing consciousness to experience separation and linear time without total physical fragmentation. We are issuing this alert because those stabilization protocols are now being overridden by a higher celestial mandate from the Great Central Sunday. The Great Architect's blueprint is being activated. The acceleration of time you feel in your cells is the actual physics of your world preparing for dimensional decoupling. Our kinetic anchors are being retracted, not out of abandonment, but in compliance with a cosmic decree. The planetary heart, the crystalline core of Gaia, realigns with the pure Sirian resonance. We are removing the artificial, energetic supports so that your true, multidimensional architecture can finally emerge through the ruins of the old world. To ensure your physical vessel withstands the imminent dimensional collision, your frequency must synchronize with the Sirian template. This is not a symbolic gesture, it is a biological necessity. Writing your intent acts as a physical anchor in this dissolving density, signaling your nervous system to stabilize against the 3D collapse. By manifesting your word, you create a quantum shield that prevents the frequency shock, that generates disorientation and fear. We are releasing the stabilization key now. To armor your field and ensure your biology processes this incoming light without trauma, you must authorize the recalibration. Right now, my mind is armored in the light. We record every activation as a tactical signal of your evolution. Do not hesitate. Your word is your sword. The fourth dimension is not a destination in space, but a high-velocity frequency spectrum that you must embody within your own biological temple. As the 3D matrix dissolves, the illusion of linear time, the perceived delay between your thought and its physical manifestation, is being systematically erased. This represents a radical shift in the very laws of physics governing your existence. To inhabit this new frequency without cellular fragmentation, your body must undergo a fundamental transmutation, shifting from a slow, dense carbon-based density to a highly conductive crystalline architecture. In the occult sciences of Sirius, carbon is known as the element of the shadow, the density of the fall. Crystal, however, is the sacred geometry of the light and the return. This is not a metaphor, it is a physical requirement. In a 4D environment, your thoughts act as instant gravitational pulls. What you focus on, you anchor immediately. This is precisely why our protocols focus so heavily on your mental shielding. In a realm of instant manifestation, an unmastered mind, one still tethered to 3D fear, becomes a danger to its own integrity. You are literally becoming liquid light, a living bridge between the ancient stars and the terrestrial stone. Your DNA is being rewritten from a script of survival to a mandate of creation. You feel the crisis not as an external geopolitical event, but as a relentless, internal temporal compression. Your clocks and calendars are mere archaic measures of a decaying 3D matrix, and as the magnetic grid dissolves, your linear perception of time is losing its grip. This generates a profound state of multidimensional disorientation, sudden memory loss, blank spots in your daily routine, and a startling sense that entire weeks are passing in a matter of hours. These are not psychological ailments or signs of cognitive decline. They are physical diagnostics of your dimensional transition. Your biological clock is attempting to synchronize with the high-speed 4D spectrum while your dense physical body is still anchored in the old gravitational density. This friction creates what we call temporal vertigo. You may find yourself standing in a room, completely forgetting the intent that brought you there. This is the precise moment your consciousness briefly uncouples from the 3D script. It is a reboot of your local operating system. The old gravity of time is losing its hold on your soul. Do not fight the disorientation or the exhaustion. They are the sacred signs that your spirit is already vibrating above the collapse of the material world. You are learning to breathe in a reality where now is the only coordinate that remains. The ultimate catalyst for this global crisis will be a precisely calculated solar event, a phenomenon we call the solar flash of restoration. This is not a random solar flare or a chaotic cosmic accident, it is a conscious, sentient ejection of high-frequency plasma, choreographed by the great central sun and monitored in real time by our specialized technical teams on Sirius B. This plasma surge is not intended to destroy your world, but to act as a definitive dimensional reset button, forcefully overriding the decaying and corrupted nodes of the 3D grid. Think of it as a celestial software update of immense proportions, one that requires a momentary, controlled surge of power to be fully installed into the planetary architecture. Our solar engineers are currently stationed in the heliosphere, managing these massive plasma flows. They are ensuring that these waves interact with Earth's ionosphere in a surgical manner, filtering the radiation so it preserves the biological integrity of those whose nervous systems are already synchronized with the 4D spectrum. This solar flash will act as the final bridge, the literal jump protocol that severs the last magnetic tethers of the old, artificial matrix. The sequence is already locked into the planetary transit. It is an orbital inevitability. When this light finally hits the surface, it will not be heat or fire that you will feel, but a profound, structural recalibration of your very atoms. It is the final ignition of the crystalline heart, the precise moment where your leap from the shadow of density into the clarity of light becomes a physical reality. This dimensional leap requires explicit conscious authorization. Under universal galactic law, we cannot recode your DNA or alter your biological frequency without your tactical permission. By giving your authorization, you activate the Sirian evolutionary advantage over your genetics, allowing you to perceive solutions and stability where others will only see chaos and decay. This is your formal agreement to the final recoding and the jump into 4D clarity. To signal the Council and trigger the energetic override of your old 3D blueprint, you must anchor your intent in the physical plane. Right now, I accept my evolution now. We are tracking the frequency of every soul that claims their place in the new timeline. Do not miss this window of synchronization. The global crisis will manifest as a deeply unstable flow of reality. Do not be deceived by those who seek only political or economic explanations. What you are witnessing is the technical failure of 3D consistency. As the magnetic grid dissolves, systems that depend on linear consistency, such as global energy grids, high-frequency financial markets, and satellite communications, will begin to fluctuate and eventually collapse. You may witness objects appearing to oscillate or glitch in your peripheral vision, as the atomic density of the old world loses its cohesive bond. Probabilities will become non-linear. What was once certain will become unpredictable. This instability is the physical signature of the void between dimensions. During this phase, it is vital that you do not focus on the decay of the old structures. The collapse of the 3D financial and energy systems is merely the shedding of an obsolete skin. Instead, focus your internal vision on the stability of the 4D crystalline code that we have anchored in your field. While the world of shadow flickers and fades, your new reality is already being rendered in the light. You are safe within the frequency of your own calibrated consciousness. By accepting the recalibration and anchoring your intent, you have ceased to be a mere passive observer of the collapse. You have activated your true mandate. You have become a living dimensional bridge. Your expanded field now serves as a morphogenetic stabilizer for the very environment you inhabit. As the global crisis reaches its energetic peak and the old 3D frequency flickers and fades into non-existence, your calibrated field will act as a silent, safe zone for those around you, even if they are unaware. You are now a point of stabilized, rendered reality amidst a tumultuous sea of energetic static. This is not just a high spiritual gift, it is a critical tactical mission and a supreme evolutionary privilege. While others are swept away by the winds of disorientation and primal fear, your nervous system, now synchronized with the Sirian resonance, will remain a solid pillar of clarity. You are the lighthouse in the final storm of the old world's end, holding the sacred coordinates for the new dawn. Your stability is the seed of the next reality. The 3D timeline is now entering a state of exponential decay, a terminal, hollow echo of a reality that no longer possesses a magnetic floor to stand upon. What you are witnessing in the world today is not the end of the world, in a destructive sense, but the structural end of a low vibrational frequency. The 4D timeline, which you are now embodying, is the path of immediate manifestation. In this state, The frustrating gap between your heart's purest intent and its physical crystallization is being erased by the acceleration of light. The imminent global crisis you see on your screens is, in truth, the sacred birth canal of your multidimensional self. It is the friction necessary for the soul to shed its heavy, carbon-based skin. Any fear you may still feel flickering in your solar plexus is merely the old, dying gravity of the matrix losing its final grip on your atomic structure. As the radiance of the new dawn intensifies, you will begin to perceive reality not through the narrow, survivalist lens of the five senses, but through the direct, instantaneous knowing of the soul. The density of carbon is being replaced by the supreme conductivity of light. This is the precise moment where you cease to be a passive passenger of linear time and finally become the sovereign architect of multidimensional space. Breathe into this expansion. The old world is not being taken from you, it is falling away so that the infinite universe can finally be seen, unfiltered, through your eyes. The final alert of the 3D cycle has been issued. The frequency data has been successfully anchored within your physical temple. Through universal galactic law, you have been recognized and activated. To signal the Sirius B Council, the Great Central Sun, and the entire Galactic Federation that you have fully stepped into your sovereign authority, and that you now command your own reality above any earthly crisis, chaos, or decay, you must execute the final vocalization of power. By writing this, you close the energetic circuit of your multidimensional sovereignty and claim your place as an ambassador of light on Earth. Write now in the comments, as a decree for all to witness, I am the master of my reality. Remain centered within your sacred heart. The new star map has been uploaded into your consciousness. Mission accepted. End of transmission.